Hi, this is just a quick video, I guess, about the things that happened for the past weeks, I guess. So now I am already in Manila. So I am now based in Sampaloc, Manila. And yeah, so ang dami nangyari for the past month. I just know back then, aalis ako ng LB ng January. Pero wala pa akong tutuluyan, etc. And a lot of things happened. Una, I went home to Pangasinan during my last podcast. Nagkaroon kami ng year-end party with Ma'am Chua and my senior high school batchmates. And days after that, nagkasakit ako. I think I was not well for at least 2 weeks. At least or at most 2 weeks. And yeah, sobrang kinabahan ako noon. Kasi magsa-start yung work ko sa UP Manila. Actually, we had a meeting noong January 13 and sobrang kinakabahan ako no'n kasi Zoom meeting siya and I feel like I am not yet that well nung time na yon. So, kinakabahan ako no'n kung kaya ko ba mag-absorb ng mga things during our meeting and such. Ayun, buti medyo okay na ako kasi ang lala ng nangyari sa akin. Hindi ako makalakad for days. As in, hindi ko mailapat yung paa ko sa floor. And to the point na nagpasugod na ako sa ER para magpa-blood chem. I was in antibiotics for 1 week. Ang dami kong gamot noon. So yeah, during that time, wala pa akong titiran sa Manila. 13, January 13 yon. And January 20 is the start of class dito sa UP Manila. So sabi ko, hala, sana gumaling na ako ng sana gumaling na ako before mag-20 or kailangan talaga gumaling na ako ng before. Kasi unang-una sa lahat, kailangan ko na mag-move out sa LB. Kasi hindi naman dadalhin ng mga gamit ko yung sarili nila papalabas ng LB, 'di ba? So, luckily gumanda naman yung pakiramdam ko. Tas January 16, nakahanap yung kapatid ko dito sa Manila ng tutuluyan ko. Ito na siya ngayon, like itong apartment na 'to, kung nasaan ako nagfi-film. Nakapag-move out ako ng LB and ngayon lang ako nagkaroon ng time to also film kasi I was adjusting here and also sa UP Manila. Ngayon, I am on my third week of teaching sa UPM. And yeah, everything is really different from LB. Say for example, the setup na alam mo yun, magkakakilala lahat ng mga estudyante ko. They are blockmates kasi sa LB, hindi kasi yun uso. Like, hindi na kayo magiging masyadong magkakaklase ng mga blockmates mo unless pinili mo na maging kaklase ulit sila for the next semester. I think I have already adjusted naman sa mga ganap dito. Alam ko na kung saan mga murang kumain, alam ko na kung saan pwede mag-laundry, paano umorder ng tubig, etc. And of course, the commute. I am thankful to my 2024 self na in-explore niya yung Manila for I think the whole year lagi ako nasa Manila nun, pero during that time lagi ako nagga-Grab. Pero ngayon, yeah, I feel like kaya ko na pumunta kung saan-saan. I mean, pero yeah, shout out sa kapatid ko kasi siya yung nagturo sa'kin kung paano mag-commute. I just came from a class kaninang umaga and I am doing a lot of things actually. And dun sa tinuturo kong subject kasi I feel like I really need to study it before the class. Hindi katulad nung nasa LB ako na feeling ko gets ko na lahat. Like, alam ko na yung mga yon. This is another realm. And I am happy that my students here are also understanding, you know? That is one thing kasi na lagi kong ina-establish whenever I start a semester that hindi ako perpektong tao na hindi ako pwede magkamali. So I always declare na once, twice, or, several times during the semester, I will commit mistakes. I will commit mistakes. And if you have that opportunity to correct me, please correct me. So I feel like that's one of the things na nakakapagpagaan ng atmosphere sa isang classroom. This is my own teaching philosophy and my own perspective, na kapag alam ng mga students na the teacher can commit mistakes, they will not be afraid to commit mistakes as well. Yeah, so I feel like it is just, setting that environment, that atmosphere, kung saan yung mga students mo ay free na magsalita, free na magkamali, and to try again. One of the similar things na ginagawa ko sa LB dati na ginagawa ko ulit ngayon is to gamify yung sessions. I feel like that's one great component of a class na hindi sila pupunta doon para lang marinig kang magsalita but to also experience and have a first-hand experience dun sa topic itself. So I am doing, bingo, mga surprise quizzes na game form, mga mix and match stuff that they will collaborate with their group mates. Feeling ko that's good kasi they are able to enjoy and also to learn the topic at once. Parang recently, I really see myself on the education sector. That is the reason why I am also creating contents about agriculture, about the licensure exam for agriculture, about, the things like gardening. I am engaging in social community activities to also enrich yung knowledge ng mga students and also the community about different things. And feeling ko doon ako papunta. Meron ako mga plano to gradually shift to that and do it full time. Pero may mga bagay pa na kailangang ayusin, may mga bagay pa na kailangan mangyari para mangyari yun, if it makes sense. Anyways, pero ayun lang naman. I do not see myself studying deeper science anymore. Ayun. So, yeah, I feel like I have the credibility not to talk about some things in agriculture. Say, for example, my undergraduate and my master's thesis, we have a whole project for it, and it's all about, democratizing the knowledge on microgreens and also promoting its usage not only sa mga students but even through different community sectors. So those are things na I feel like I can really share something na kapag tinanong mo ako about it, I can speak about that for so long. And that's, I think, okay na. Well, so I feel like I want to study more about education. I want to discover more about what education looks like in the perspective of the theoretical sense. So, yeah, I have an upcoming publication. Wow. I I have an upcoming publication about the Sprata movement and the factors affecting the intention to pursue an agriculture related career. And that is an output of mine that I was able to present last year in an international conference. The output there is really promising, and I feel like we could dig deeper to it. And I this is a huge thanks to my a panel from College of Economics and Management, Ma'am Melody. So parang she introduced me kasi to PLSM and to the structural equation modeling and stuff and the theories that we could explore in the social science side. And yeah, when I explore that, sobrang like wow. I think that this is something na mahalagang gawin lalo na ngayon that we are facing a lot of things about agriculture. Let us say for example, our farmers are getting older, and just recently and dami nangyayari sa agri na Philippines, not only in the Philippines but even in a in an international sense, because some of us actually do not really understand what tariffs are, how do they affect commodities and stuff. So those are some of the things na parang kailangan aralin and magandang aralin. And we need more people to study these things. Yeah. So I feel like that is the trajectory of my my path. Ang random lang talaga nito. Like I was about to watch Balota sa Netflix. Tapos sabi ko, what if mag-video ako? Ayun, nag-video na ako. Ayan na yun. Ayun lang naman for this episode. Short lang na rant and life update. And yeah, I think that's it. Bye.